What's up, everybody? It go like this. If the meritorious manumission was authentic, then the spell of self-hate should have been lifted by now. But here we are, 2020, still doing shit that's detrimental to the state of black existence, all for the sake of keeping it a buck. You ever notice Europeans, they can fight each other like lions versus leopards, but still find a way to come together at the end of the day and go play golf? On the green, Europeans meet under this white umbrella and they swing iron between their legs like it's their love muscle. And their only objective is to knock a little white ball off the earth. This is symbolic. It probably started as a smear campaign, turned into a game, but now it's a sport. Thinking back, the only truth that I was ever taught in public school was math. Everything was the white people's side of the story. That's why history is classified as his story. All the flavor that black people gave this country to help make it great is always erased. And it makes like we fell from the sky and we landed into slavery. And then we jumped and marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the right to sit on the same toilet seat with white people. That's because in America, racism is a religion. Religion is a Ponzi scheme. And a good way to tell you going through a rough neighborhood is when you see a lot of churches. There's usually 2 or 3 in one block. The block is always lopsided, and this is precarious in its foundation because you could give money to the church, but it don't circulate. The pastor got a smile on his face, and everybody in the community is crying broke, but the church is the only institution that's stacking cake. But there are levels to this shit. Think about it. When immigrants go to another country, they do it for a better way of life, right? But if that's the case, then you can't say the same thing about my forefathers. A better way of life was built up their back. In fact, many came to this country the way convicts go to court. Their hands and feet were fettered to the ground down in the bowels of a slave ship like cheap fish. Saltwater seasick and suffocating from the stench of their own excrement. Now, wait a minute. Immigrants don't travel like this. We was being treated like hostages and getting smoked like sausages in a tight ship shipped across the earth for 2 purposes: to supply comfort and wealth for European nations. But even inside of a race, there's a race. It's for the white people that come in last. They're described as trash and used as buffers to keep black people in their place. But on any given day, all they got to do is shave and bathe and put on a suit and tie, and they fit right back into the upper crust of society. And we spend so much time looking up to them because we spend too much time looking down on each other. But then again, there are levels to this shit. It was Tricky Dick Richard Nixon that classified single black mothers as welfare queens. He championed his message to make it seem like all of America's economical problems were black folks' fault. But how so? And what I don't get is how school books always find a way to omit how black folks was brought to this country against their will and used as free labor to fulfill white people's dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of property. The black family was property, and property was changed to happiness. And of course, you would be happy too if you was given land as far as the eye can see and employees that you never had to pay. And every day they work from can't see morning to can't see night, harvesting rice, picking cotton, chopping tobacco, digging ditches, building bridges, uprooting trees, and a list of backbreaking chores that had to be accomplished at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, all they had to eat and drink was water from a creek and some fucking fatback. I grew up in Harlem on a cobblestone street across the street from this mansion. Now, this mansion sat on this plantation overlooking the colonial housing projects. This was 1973. I remember vividly watching a black and white TV that colored black people lazy. And this is a lie, because hard work was called nigger work. And white people did not believe in getting their hands dirty with black people around because that would have leveled the playing field. And equality was unheard of back then. And today, equality is hypocritical. Why is it hypocritical? Cause how we gonna play tit for tat in a capitalistic society when you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing, and nobody depends on you for anything except the criminal justice system? In my opinion, this is one of the reasons why public schools look like prisons. It's a form of conditioning and social engineering. I was in IS-10 and 154 before the metal detectors came, and Cops and Robbers was a game we played because we were in the early stages of a mental illness that will later be described as, boy, is you crazy? What else would you call it when you think black people got the liberty to play with toy pistols in the park like white children do? Because you and I know that's a big mistake, because if the cops show up, the family got to take action and make funeral arrangements. But then again, there are levels to this shit. That's me, y'all. I got a new book that'll be out soon, but for now, I'm still pushing my other ones. This one is called Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. This one is called Don't Beat Your Children or They'll Turn Out Like Me. I got another one down there somewhere, but I don't want to dig for it. I already packed it up. It's called Agitation Gets the Dirt Out. And my new one will be called Lying is More Provocative Than Hate. Oh, you can get a copy. Hit me up on my Cash App. $1 Brad Bathgate. The information is on my video, all right? What's up, everybody? These are my two books that self-published. Why don't you use your Cash App and get a few copies? Or if you'd like to know more, just inbox me, all right? Later.